Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Germinate Tarot. I am doing last week, April, solo. We're going to round it out, and then Jeremy and I will be back on May. So, I'm going to do some Gypsy Witch action. Just to note, when I was shuffling to clear them and just get them ready for this, Rider, Ring, like, stuff was just jumping. The heart. So I think that this is going to be an interesting week for Sag. Let's find out about it. All right, can we talk about last week, April 2018 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? All right, can we, don't make me bridge shuffle. Now they're shy. Now you're shy. Of course you are. All right, you know what? We are going to do the bridge. Because I wasn't feeling it. They of course they clammed up, but pre-shuffle, they were out of control. All right, shuffle till you feel it. Sagittarius and bar. She is. Okay. So, lay these babies out. All right. The house was reversed. Gypsy Witch doesn't really matter up or down. They're always read up. So, central, fire, passion. Someone is, really motivated, and that's good. So this side of the equation, this could be a person or a factor of the situation. You have the home and the ship. So there's some kind of longing, or something's at a distance, or it's almost like someone is staying home, but they have these thoughts of getting out, getting away, but they seem like it's more thoughts, because there is a lot of passion building here. And it's interesting because you have the ship over here, you have the train over here, then the sun. So this is train tracks and sun. The train is on the tracks, and then it goes and it does its stuff, but it stays on track. So this is a very deliberate movement as opposed to the ship, which can take longer. It's slower. Just as deliberate, but ships are not as fast as, say, a train. A train will get somewhere faster than a ship may. So there's the realization kind of like, no, I need to go in this direction. I need to go do this. And this is more dreamy because I think it is more rooted in the home. So this is more like kind of contemplating. It's not as definitive as having a track, which is a plan and a way to go. But the fire's there, which is good. So this is like a building momentum. Then you have the wine. So this is either some kind of party, get together, or this could just be you're happy. Like you feel a certain amount of contentment. You have friends, you have this passion kind of thing. It's passion more for what you want to do, and you feel kind of fulfilled. Do I dare say it? Because Sag has had, I think, a rough go. You're kind of like, no, I'm good. And everyone kind of goes, really? So, let's clarify about the fire. Let's see what we got to say about that. Let's see, are you going to give me what I need here? Why is Sag fiery? Because they're fire signs. Well, they're confused. There is some kind of confusion, which is what I kind of get over here, because it's kind of, there's no definitive direction, which I think is where the clouds come from. Like you have all this momentum, but nowhere to put it yet. And you don't know where the ship is going. Like you don't know enough to be deliberate to pick, which station the train's going to. But you're looking, you're watching, there's the shepherd. It's not negative, but there's a protectiveness to it. It's very deliberate. and you're not just running off all willy-nilly. I do want one more on the shepherd. What are we talking about with the shepherd? The coffin. I was like, oh, is this going to come out? There's a big change. And it's, like I said, it's more definitive. And I think Sag is in the contemplative part of putting this into action. Whatever is going to change. Like the stork is kind of more of a positive change. And it's more of an evolving change is a better way to put it. The coffin is more of like hard stop. No, where's the tombstone? Let's get it. Let's give me the shovel. I'll be out back digging. And I want to find out if we can find out about this coffin. Why is this change coming? The heart. Okay. When I was shuffling, the heart wanted to come up before. Someone's having a change of heart. And I'm not getting that it's bad because the cards around it, it's just a change of direction. Everything is a change of direction. You're going in a different way. And that's not a negative thing to do because then you have the star over here and the star is getting what you want. It can also be healing, which that's a meaning I take from the tarot deck, but I just think it's relevant when it comes to this. Just being able to have that. All right. That was snake whip cats. So I think somebody was full of crap around you. But, okay. You have the bouquet with the bride. That is some kind of offering. It can be an in-person physical visit. You're going to actually see somebody, but the bride is getting what you want. It's, the stars like hopes and dreams and stuff, but this is more of like a tangible, physical. It can be, you're meeting up, you're having a union with somebody because of bride and groom, they get married and do their thing. But this is like, you think of a bride on her wedding day, she, the blushing bride and like, ooh, just so happy and everything. So that kind of exuberance is coming with this. Maybe it is an actual wedding. Maybe you're physically going to a wedding and it's like, you're like, well, that was nice, a nice reading, but I'm actually just going to a wedding. So way to go. Because then you have the party and the bouquet and you're going with the train and everything. But let's go over here with the train and the sun. That was way too many. But the rose did make itself known. That was more deliberate. So there's the fish. And the lightning, which tends to make sense here. With the meeting. Okay. So, I had to put the cards down. You have, someone is very focused over here about what direction they want to go. The fish, it can mean career, it can mean money, but it also means deep emotion. If you think about a school of fish, they can dive real deep, and the way they move, I've watched a lot of Finding Nemo, on that current with the turtles and whatnot. It's deep, it's flowing, it's going, and then you have the lightning, which is sudden shock. Maybe someone texts you out of the blue, calls you out of the blue, you run into somebody, which is why I'm seeing the meeting card here with the handshake. It can be kind of an agreement too. Maybe somebody extends some offer to you and you didn't see it coming. Because, you were shepherding it up so much over here, like I'm going to focus. I'm going to just, do me, and we'll see what happens. And no, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change myself. I'm going to change the way I think about stuff. And then they're like, maybe they do try and like give a last burst of like, oh baby. And Sag is kind of like not buying it. But I didn't see the cats or anything come up. I do want to see if we can get, what kind of meeting are we talking about here? The birds. So I am feeling it's going to be more internet, but it's going to be, you know, I say all of Twitter because birds are kind of all over the place and flying around. So I don't think it'll be a consistent offer. I think it'll be maybe it's someone's last ditch to get your attention. You know, it's kind of just one thing I see popping out, because then they get blocked. Because then the obstacle goes up of like, no, I had to change, and it's faded. So it's, you know, this is maybe something has run its course, and you are like, get me my shovel. I'm going to be digging, start carving the headstone, because this is dead. So we have, but I do have to say, this change, I feel it's driven by Sag. So whatever emotional crap that comes with it, Sag has already dealt with it. It's been done. Like you've put that work in already. Like you're prepped almost. Like you're ready to drop the hammer if you have to. Because Clover, love, mice, bear. So you have the wine, which is happiness and stuff, and everything looks rosy-gozy. And you have the clover, which is luck, and then you have the love. So even if all that emotion is there and everything else about it, mice and bear. Something about it isn't right. Something about it is bugging you, and you are going to be protective about it. So I hand to goodness, if the swords come out on top of this, you know, I'm not, or the scythe, I don't even know. So, okay, well, there's the tower, not tarot tower. This can be someone either saying like, either this commitment is going to happen, or I'm going to skedaddle, or this is, I need to kind of go within a little bit of solitary action. Because then you have the broken mirror, which is the changing of perceptions, how you see things. And I think that comes with the protective nature. I think, yeah, whatever comes to light does flip a switch for Sag. Whatever happens, I'm not getting the book, so I'm not getting secrets. It's not, you know, some big negative drama thing. It's just more of like I said, it's like someone flicks a switch. And Sag goes, all right, that's all I needed, thanks. Because then you have the stork with the medal, which means I think your energy is going to go somewhere else. Someone else is getting awarded your time, your energy. And if it's not someone, maybe it's that passion part that maybe you're saying, no, I'm going to put my time into something worthwhile for me. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you've got the fire. You're a Sag, baby. Guarantee that's Jeremy. Guarantee it. So, she knows when I'm doing this stuff. Now we're going to move on to the Art of Life. Ooh, hi. Hey, guys. Now, this threesies just bebop-a-looba. I am just coming out with, like, gibberish tonight. That's why you drink iced coffee at 11 o'clock at night. So, I do want one more. But this is, it makes sense. Making sense, people. 4 Pentacles. All right. So, 6 of Pentacles on the bottom. Balance, all that jazz. Page of Wands. There's an energy of, you know, there is that passion. It's an early stage of it. It needs to grow. But it says it's never too late to be what you might have become. And that's George Eliot. And, you know, you do have the window. You have the window to start what you want to start, to do what you want to do. And the Nine of Pentacles is backing that up with a sense of independence. You don't need anyone else to tell you it's okay, or that, you need the approval of. I think Sag is done with it. And that coffin, that heart, you're going for it. Like, you buried your hole, dug the hole, put your crap in the hole, and you covered it over. Then you have Ace of Cups. So if this is not a love towards someone, then this is definitely, the passion part. This is the fire. This is the start of what you want to do and where you want to go. And it doesn't have to be physical love. It can just be love and passion for something you want to do. Watch out for this Four of Pentacles, though, because that is the holding on card. You might still be doing this out of comfort, out of habit, and as long as you're aware of it, there's nothing wrong with that, because, you do have the coffin. There's mourning that comes with it. With change, you're moving out of something you're used to. The Two of Pentacles. This is the soulmate stuff. I hate saying soulmate, but the Two of Pentacles, that's juggling. This is Two of Cups, is, the passionate union stuff. So maybe there is someone you're holding on to. Now I want to see one more of this. So potentially it could be towards a person, but with that Nine of Pentacles, I get more that it is solitary Sag. King of Pentacles. So either way, you have your balance, you have your rhythm, your Knight of Pentacles style, or King of Pentacles, and you're ready to go. Page of Cups, if that's not something, I can't tell you what is, because not only do you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Page of Cups, which is the taking action, which is the starting of the journey, because then you have the Judgment, which is the decision to do it, and then you have the Fool, which is the actual journey. So this is getting major, literally major arcana. So this is a kickoff. This is the jumping point for Sag. So, this is Sag knowing themselves, knowing what is in their heart, and making that change. And that rocks. So, I do want one more, because that makes sense. The Rhodonite makes sense. Oh, come here. Okie dokie. All right. Rhodonite. Look at that pretty red color. It's like a blacky pink, too. This is patience, seeking, and forgiveness. So maybe what needs to be let go is the forgiveness portion. You need to have the forgiveness to let that Four of Pentacles go, to be the King of Pentacles, to say, like, no, it was a good run. Thank you for playing. Because it's time to stand back and be honest. What is your role in the conflict, and are you truly willing to forgive? So, Sag is, maybe you got a little pot stirrery. Maybe you took that spatula and were like, stirring it up. So, maybe you're waiting for that to settle down. But then you have Topaz, which is self-realization, tranquility, and inspiration. So, this signifies the path ahead is becoming clearer and full of joy and peace. Work carefully, know and speak your truth. So there it is, Sagittarius. This is your turning point. I think it's going to be pretty good for Sag. And you're going ahead, heck or high water. So get on board or get out of the way. One or the other, guys. Because train woo-woo, ship woo-woo, we out. All right, Sag, until May, be well.